Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nenna and today we're back with the Not So Worry Challenge. Hi guys, we are on holiday and I'm sorry that there is a bit of a skip between the last episode and this one. I did record our moving in here the first day of our vacation. Unfortunately, I was a little too excited, and sometimes when I'm a little too excited, I end up using certain words too much, and I ended up saying just and what was the other word that I kept using? And there was another word that I kept saying over and over and over, and it drove me insane while editing. And I was like, "There's no way I can make this a good episode." So, therefore, we're gonna forget about that one and pretend like that never happened. So, as you guys can see, we have moved in here, and this is our house, our chateau. This is the lot that we bought actually, and this is going to be hopefully one of these legacy houses. I don't think Pepper's house will ever be, let's say, passed on, only because the robots live there, and I think the robots classify as an adult. So even if, for example, there's a child in there, or Pepper passes away, I think the robots technically will still own the house. So I don't think the property will ever go to Rosie, but I do have a mod that allows you to pass down lots, or at least you inherit certain things. So I'm hoping that eventually, when it's Rosie's time, which will be a long time from now, she will be able to pass this house on to like her child if the child wants it. But I think we can do that. I just have to see if that's something that we have to do ourselves, like we have to right click on the sim, or it just automatically gets passed down. In any case, this is our house, so we own this place, and it's not really furnished or anything. And I don't know, I just like the fact that like I don't okay, hold up. I think the like word is still stuck. Okay. Oh my god, she looks naked from here. Oh, it's holiday. Who knows her, right? She can be naked if she wants. I tend to do makeover a lot of the houses. I give them makeovers because I have a particular style and I hate a lot of things. For example, this will forever bug me. There. Isn't that much better? Well, I mean, it still looks a little odd. You know what we need to do then? Don't have a lot of money, but let's just add another one, like right there. That's much better, I think. I actually, I really don't know. Once you start doing things like this, you just never stop. Any case, I'm just gonna try and not just not mess around with this. But we could totally change the house. But I meant to say that I actually like this so much that I don't want to change it. I might change the outside a little bit, like when we have more money. Maybe we'll come back here one day. I'm not really sure. Just with Pepper, maybe with our child. I mean, we can't really have a bond with the child, so that's just great. In any case, oh, that's the word. I kept saying in any case over and over and over. This is the only time I'm going to use this word. This is what our house looks like, and Julie and Rosie are sharing one room, and then we have Mother Pepper with her own room. Eventually, I would like to, I think, have at least maybe like 3 bedrooms, because if we do end up coming here with other people, friends perhaps in the future, I'm not really sure whoever we're gonna bring here, but if we do end up using it, I think we need to have more houses. And we cannot I figured out, I realized I cannot control Pepper, so if she's off on her grumpy journey, like there's nothing I can do about this. It seems that Rosie has been very inspired since she's come here, and she's been painting. Funny enough, she's painting something red, so we could actually hang this in her house. She's been just on this mental, spiritual, this spiritual journey, and ever since she's come here, she's been separating herself and just kind of like sitting here and looking out over the ocean. She did that no, that's not a word. She did this in the first episode. Sorry, I got really thirsty. In the first part that you guys obviously will never see, she kind of sat here as soon as they arrived, like right in the spot, and she just sat here looking at the waves and the sky and everything else. And then she wanted to get a tan, so I had her tan. But that's really like all she did. She just wanted to be alone and sit and contemplate everything, I guess. And I would say the thing that's on her mind the most is the whole situation with Trevor and with Guy. And I think her mother can really like tell that there is something going on because she's come to her after giving her some space. She's been secluding herself for about 1 day of the vacation. We have like 2 days left, 3 days. Oh, Julie has food poisoning now. And I think that her mother has, given her the space that she needs, but she's also, I think I think she's also saying, Rosie, come on, we're on holiday. I can tell that there's something going on. If you don't want to talk about it, let's just forget about it. Like, we're on vacation and we've never really done that before, We've never been on a vacation together, and I am so grateful for you to want me to be with you on this island. She's been wanting to sit here for like the whole day yesterday as well, but she's not able. There you go. It's nothing personal, Pepper. It's nothing personal. We just really don't want to talk right now. And it's really nice of Pepper for, to want to come and talk to her, and to make her feel better, but it's just not really what she wants. So I think what we're gonna do, we ordered some food actually, but yesterday I couldn't select it and put it in the fridge, which was really strange. Either we have a full fridge or there was like a bug going on, but I think we're just going to have some salad for once. Let's just say Pepper prepared this because Rosie doesn't cook. Y'all know this. Like, there's not many dishes she can make, but I think a salad doesn't really require skill. Rose has been thinking about Trevor and about Guy, and she's been telling herself and promising herself that she's not going to fall in love with Guy anymore, and she's going to stay away from relationships and commitments and all that kind of, stuff. But it's hard because there's something about Guy that makes her want to see him more. And after he's gone home, she thinks about him, and when she calls him on the phone, she always wants to talk longer. It is so obvious to us, to everyone, that she truly, truly loves, or isn't, maybe loves is a big word, like she, it may be too early to tell, but she does really like him and she wants more with him. But she's being very careful. She doesn't want to hurt him. And that night in the hot tub, it's still on her mind. It's always on her mind. And I guess she's conflicted because she doesn't feel the same kind of reward from hanging out with other men as she did before. I think she was trying to fill up a big part of I guess the Guy lost with other men, but it doesn't really seem like it really worked, And now that he's back in her life, he's not really back in her life, like, let's be honest, he's not like really, there. He's still, they have occasional contact. It's not like they really talk a lot, but it's enough for her to already not really want to be with other men. But she's gonna have to push herself because she does want to have these these 20 lovers, and I think like the longer we wait, the harder it's gonna be. So I really want to try and get with some guys either here or we'll just go back into it when we get back home. In any case, we're gonna have to do that. I said any case twice now. I promise I won't say it again. But we're really gonna have to go and try hard to go and get them. Like, we're really gonna have to we're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to go straight back into men hunting when we get back home, even if she feels a little conflicted. And it would be nice if she could talk to like her mom about this, but her mother doesn't really have experience with men or even that much relationship experience. Like, thinking about that, like she really never was with many people, and definitely not really with men. She was just, I guess, always a bit of a loner, because no matter what or how, she always ended up alone, I guess. And even if she ended up alone, she was fine. Like, she never really needed other people, but Rosie does need people, if that makes sense. Like, she needs company to feel okay, and it's okay. Like, Pepper and Rosie are two different Sims, and if this is something that, like, there has to be differences in relationships anyway, and in families, and the big difference between the two is obviously that Pepper's great at being alone and happy to be alone, and Rosie absolutely despises being alone. And I'm gonna send Julie to bed. She's feeling absolutely horrendous. Not only is she pregnant, but she's also, I think she has food poisoning, it said. Rosie the other day was feeling really sick and it was like she kept throwing up so much. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And she went down here, laid exactly where Pepper is, and she started rubbing her belly, and I was like, oh my god, is she pregnant? Like, I just kept thinking about that. I'm like, oh my god, is she pregnant? Like, this a hint? Is this a hint, Rosie? Like, you're carrying a baby in there as well. But it said that she had food poisoning, so I don't think that Rosie is in fact pregnant. I think she just had food poisoning. But I do know that Julie, for fact, like, Julie factual, is pregnant. She really is pregnant. Yeah, it's just been nice because Julie's also been able to ask some advice from Pepper, and you wouldn't necessarily think, I guess, that Pepper has a lot of wisdom to share, but she did raise Rosie, and it's been nice talking to Pepper and to, just share some of that wisdom, I guess. And even though Rosie does find it a little awkward at times because she doesn't really know how to feel about it, she, I guess, does appreciate hearing these stories from her mother, and her mother does say the occasional, I'm so happy to have you in my life. Like, I wouldn't want it any other way. And even though you weren't a big surprise, like, I would have never changed it for the world. And there is a hint of sentiment in her words. I think that Pepper, now that she's a bit older and watching her daughter grow up into this own person that she really doesn't have anything to say about, I think she does kind of mourn who she was. I think she's been doing that for a while. Like, especially since Rosie went through a lot of changes. I think she's been mourning her through all these stages and wondering where she went wrong, but at the same time also being kind of proud that despite everything and despite her outside appearance, it seems like she's finding her way, and with each transformation she's growing into a better person. I also want to ask Pepper to come and join me because it's just sad for her to, I mean, I know I would love to sit here and watch the view as well, but I would love to have you come and spend some time with me, okay, with your daughter, the one you love and adore so much but you don't want to sit and have breakfast with. So it's been really nice, and Pepper has asked Rosie whether or not she ever thinks about becoming a parent, and Rosie says that she has absolutely no desire, and I think Pepper can totally understand this, and she's like, you know what, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to have a child, and there's nothing wrong with never having a child. Like, it's okay to not have that. It's not a commitment for it's a commitment, you gotta want it. And true, you never know what's going to happen. You might end up like me, Rosie, and just find out that you're pregnant one day. I wonder, okay, I've been thinking about this, but I wonder if I've been downplaying Rosie's age. Okay, so she's definitely not old. I would say that, like, maybe she's like heading towards her 30s. I think so, because Pepper, I'm always trying to like come up with an age for my Sims, but I just try to visualize how my Sims live, like what they would do and how they would be at that certain age. And I feel like if Pepper was like close to her 40s when she had Rosie, and she's now an elder, she's going to have to be at least 60, right? But Rosie, with her life bar being the way that it is, being as far as it is, I think that she might be in her 30s, which would make Pepper 70 right now, or like in her 70s. So that being said, we still have to like woohoo with all these men. So it could be that, not per se 40, but Pepper could, not Pepper, why is she's so upset. Why are you crying? Oh, I'm so sorry. Have I been neglecting you? I want to make her feel better. Cheer up, Julie. Cheer up. I'm so sorry. I'll try to treat you better, okay? Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with her, and I feel bad. I think she's just pregnant and hormonal at this point, and she wants to be involved in this conversation, but there's no room for her, and she doesn't really have anything useful to say. I'm sorry, Julie. I'll include you, okay? We'll do something today that makes you feel included. I'll just keep cheering you up. Let me give you a back rub as well, you pregnant lady. Come on. Oh, you can do it, Julie. But that would mean that there's about like a 5-year difference between, you know, Rosie and when Pepper had a child. And, you know, I'm just like, I'm not necessarily saying like if you are 40 and you have a baby, like you're super old. I'm just saying that I think it's more common to have children when you're like between 20s and 30s or like early 30s. In any case, that's what I think is normal. Doesn't mean it's true. So with that being said, if Rosie were to have a child in like the next 5-ish years, she would be, let me just do the math. That would mean that when her child is 20, she'll be almost 60, and Pepper is going to be 90. Okay, so I don't know, I just really wanted to calculate this. And I think Julie is now like heading like, let's say end 20s, that would make sense, because I'm just trying to think like when Julie is going to have, she's just not feeling okay, so I'm going to have to put her like here, and we'll probably go to a lot or something, because I do want to go and do something together, but it seems like Julie's not feeling so well, so perhaps we'll just go with the two of us. But I'm thinking that since Julie is pregnant now, it's probably like end 20s, and then she has like maybe like an 8-year head start on Rosie. I'm only calculating this because my brain works in like weird ways, and it's making me wonder and think about the storyline, and I don't know. Anyway, in any case, okay, I think they're both in like almost 30. Okay, so like, yeah, they're almost 30. But yeah, Pepper is like freaking 70 now. She looks good. You would never be able to tell that she's like in her 30s. Like, I'm gonna be honest. In any case, I want to swim, right? And we haven't really been able to swim, so I'm going to beach paradise, private time with a space and island, atmosphere, great entertainment. I don't really know. Can we swim at like any place? Potter House bungalows. I'm just gonna go here. I don't know if that's the place to be, but that's where I want to go. Yeah, I want Pepper to be here though until she's an adult. That'll be like, but that does mean that, yeah, but that's the thing, right? That's the thing. Hey, that's not impossible, because if Pepper lives to be 90, then Rosie is about 60 then? No, like 50. And then her child would be like 20. Yeah. So, hey, we could actually, you know what? I really want this. We could have, or if we start the next gen, not Rosie's gen, but the next gen, the yellow gen, really early with the baby, we could have Pepper as like the great grandma. I really want that. Anyway, I'm done talking about age, okay? I just went on the age roll and now I can't stop. Anyway, we have a great opportunity to I'm gonna learn a fire dance. I think Rosie would be spontaneous to do that. In any case, oh my god, I said it again. In any case, now I can't stop. That's the best one. This is the best thing we can do to repair our relationship. And I love how eager Pepper is to watch Rosie do some new things. It's nice for her to get out of her comfort zone. She's just being the proud mama. Like, she doesn't even know where to sit. I love your tattoo, sir. What kind of tattoo does he have? Well, I don't really know, but it looks nice. I wish we could woohoo with him. Pepper, you better be. We all know Pepper and making friends, huh? So, can we swim? And I don't think we can swim here as well. I think we'll have to go swimming at like one of the resorts, which is unfortunate. Like, I don't really know why we can't swim in the other beaches, but it's all right. We'll just have to go there afterwards. But I guess this is a nice opportunity for us to learn how to fire dance, and it's something that we will remember, and maybe we can show off to her, to Julie, whenever, because why not? But I'm so happy for them to be connecting and to repairing this bond. And I could have never imagined that Rosie and Pepper would eventually have a good bond like this. At one point, I did think the story was going to go in this direction where they wouldn't really be able to do this. They would be totally, like, they would be growing apart, and Pepper would just not really know or be too mad and upset to want to have a bond again, and Rosie would just not really want to be hurt again. I hope this is going to fix the broken inner child. I don't think it's going to fix her insecurities. I think those things are just, this is just who she is right now. Like, plastic surgery, it makes her feel good, and I was gonna take the story in like a bigger direction with her plastic surgery. I might still do this, but I ended up really liking how she was becoming. So I thought extra plastic surgery is really not necessary, and she's a quick learner as well. Look at that. But I don't know. I'm really happy with who she's becoming, and obviously she's still obsessed about her looks and looking good, and you know, everything. But it's nice to see that she's also contemplating, not contemplating, but how do we put it, she's challenging her thinking. She's challenging how she views the world and how she views herself and how to become a better person. I think Julie has really helped her kind of stay grounded, and I just wish she could be here. That would have been so much fun. I don't know. I think Guy will also be a good influence. I don't know. Like, I kind of want her to eventually become a family sim. Like, I want her to get married and whatever. I mean, she's going to have to get married. And I know that eventually she's going to have to, you know, do that and probably hate it because that's just her aspiration. But I do want to change her aspiration to family, or maybe do a combination of family and romance. But what's she doing? Oh, she's just going to watch. Okay. I know you want to swim, girl. We'll swim soon. We'll swim soon enough. But I'm hoping that somewhere along the way, she'll want to be with Guy so much that she becomes a family. I just don't, like, do I want to wait until she's older? Like, I could even wait longer, and then right before she turns an elder, have a child. But that's just not possible because I need Pepper to be there. So we really do need to hurry up with this next, with this next gen. Oh, I just wish it didn't have this time frame of like having to marry these guys and elder, and then the child having to be, only raised by Pepper, because that's literally impossible if we wait like even longer. I mean, I guess I could do it. It doesn't have to be that way because I could just never play with Pepper. But I do like a little bit of realism in my story, and like Pepper can't really be 120 when, before Rosie has, her first and only child. Also, I'm gonna go and call a taxi because she's still really wanting to go and swim and have a swim, and I would like that as well. So we're gonna go. Okay. Hopefully this is the place to swim, because hopefully. So if we hadn't bought a house, we would have probably been here. Wait, why can we not swim in the ocean? Go to the beach lot, click the ocean, and select swim. Now, I don't know about you guys, but get in. Oh, wait a minute. Have I just been dumb and not seen? It could have just, I think I've just been dumb. Okay, well, that happens. That happens sometimes. We've also been taking pictures so that we can memorize this trip, which is of course really important. Pepper, we're not eating right now. You wanted to swim, so you better get in here. No, get in. Oh, that's nice. Look at Pepper. I said Pepper again, didn't I? I did. Is this like a little island? I wish we could get on the island and do something there. Pepper's not. Oh, there she is. Okay, I was worried she didn't get in after all. Oh, this is such a nice moment. Okay, I want to ask her, go here. I want her to, Pepper, don't leave me. Take my picture, please. I want her to take my picture. I want to make a little book, a little vacation book, and I want to memorize it. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna give it to Rosie or I'm gonna give it to Pepper so we can leave it at Pepper's house. But I'm thinking could be a nice idea. Where are we going, girl? Oh wait, I want a picture as we're like going into the water. Get in. It's a nice picture. Okay, there we go. Lovely. That's cute. Love that. I'll probably have another episode. Should we? You know what? Let's eat. Okay, let's just do one more thing. Let's get seated together. Like I feel like Pepper. Wait, are we not? We're not even seated together. I can't believe we're not even eating together. All right, I'll have the lobster because Pepper's treating me to some food. Even though we're not sitting together, she's treating me to some really expensive lobster. Now, Pepper, if you truly are treating me and we're having a meal together, you would order the same thing. So you better not do me dirty and you order the same thing. Like, you better. I love the quality of this bikini that she's wearing, but the one that Pepper's wearing is a bit. Did you see this? It's just, I don't know about the quality. Do you know? I don't remember if I downloaded this recently or I have had it for a long time, but just not sure about the. What are you eating? Peas? I think that's just. I don't really know. I don't know what she's eating. I honestly don't. Let's just pretend they're eating at the same table because they can never just have a normal meal. I am so happy that Pepper is here. Oh my god. And we went on the tour, by the way. We really enjoyed it. So also let's just pay the bill. And let's go back. But yeah, we did end up going on a tour. We absolutely loved it. And there's no bathroom here. That's great. Where do we pee if there's no bathroom? I'm just blind. That's alright. That'll go away soon. I think we have like 1 day left. I'm just so sad about that, but I'll probably do it in the next episode. I'm not sure if I want to do something special before I leave or not, but I don't really have enough time in this episode. But I'm just super excited, you guys. And I think this is, like I said, this is going to heal some of her childhood like traumas, and healing is something you have to do yourself. And I think this trip is really like given a new light to everything. She is realizing that her mother does actually love her, and the way that Pepper has explained how raising Rosie was and how that happened, and the thoughts she had at the beginning and then how it evolved, and everything, I guess, all together made Rosie realize that things weren't as easy and that maybe she judged her mother a little too harshly. Like, she did end up taking care of her, and I think her emotions were valid, but I think, oh, I love these lights. I need to use them in my house as well. Her emotions, her feelings were valid, but I think this has just gone on for way too long for them to like keep being this, I don't know, upset with each other. Oh, I'm just so happy that they're just on good terms again. And I think this also helped Pepper understand Rosie better, her thoughts, and just seeing Rosie do well despite everything it's really nice. It's really made her feel, I guess, reassured that everything will be all right. So that's also like so nice. Like, I'm just super happy that it's just, you know what I mean? Like, just so happy. And I feel like it would make sense because, look, if these two never made up and Rosie has a baby that has to be raised by Pepper, how would she even like leave the child with Pepper if she was like so mad and upset about her? So I think all in all, it all ends. No, it just really worked out. it really worked out for the better. And you know what? Julie's just in the middle of this and she's still having a good vacation, even though she's been left out. But, you know, she feels like really, really sick. So I understand being pregnant is hard, especially the first trimester. Not like I personally would understand, but I can imagine. And I still feel like she's just learning so much from Pepper as well. So we're all gaining something from this. Now I'm going to pause it here because I'm going to end the episode. And also, if you're wondering where Trevor is at home. Vincenzo has found a new house for the two to live, so he's already there trying to get things started. And Trevor is looking after the house and the cats and the dog. It's really convenient for him to be here, but he's going to go adieu as soon as we're back home. So hope he's ready to be kicked out because Rosie's balls grew a little larger this trip and she's ready to tell him to get out. In any case, thank you all so much for watching this episode and I'll see you all in the next part. Bye.